Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Reel It In. I'm David Jones and today I'm joined by James Jones.
Hey.
And today we're talking Gears of War 4. We're talking specifically about the new information that just launched about the pre-order DLC.
I just saw Zombie Dom and it broke my heart. That's so sad.
Why did it break your heart? It's pretty awesome.
It's sad. Just let him be dead.
Well, actually, Gears of War 4 has a lot of pre-order incentives. They have the Brothers to the End Elite Gear Pack. They also have the flashback Dell model, so you can get Dell in the original COG armor.
Mm-hmm.
So the Brothers to the End Gear Pack includes Old Man Marcus, Zombie Dom, Tamara Anya. In my mind, I call her Jedi Anya because she looks like a Jedi. And then it also includes Gold Gnasher and Gold Lancer skins for multiplayer, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
In addition to that, it also includes all 4 of the Xbox 360 Gears of War games. And that's all free. All you have to do is pre-order the game, and I'm assuming they're going to send you codes for all of that content.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the new enemies, the DBs, the robots that I feel they don't belong in Gears of War.
They're going to ruin my fucking tomatoes!
Yeah. I mean, Halo did this with the Prometheans. I hate the Prometheans. At first I thought it was a cool idea, but now I can't stand the Prometheans in Halo. I don't think I'm going to like the DBs in Gears. I'll give it a chance, because, you have to, but I just, for me, I hope it's only like one level.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like so far with the Forerunner saga of Halo, the Halo 4, Halo 5. I don't like the Prometheans because even though they gave you more of a leader in Warden Eternal with Halo 5, I still don't feel like I'm fighting a real enemy, because when you're fighting the Locust in Gears, when you're fighting the Covenant in Halo, you're fighting living creatures with real ambitions, with goals. And when it's automated robots like the DBs in Gears of War 4, the Prometheans in Halo, there's countless robots, waves and waves of enemies that just don't feel like they matter.
Yeah.
Because you kill them and then more spawn, and with the Covenant you feel as though you're killing creatures. Okay, so we're fighting actual monsters, the Locust, actual monsters, but with the Prometheans, they're just endless drones.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I can think of that I thought was cool about the DBs are the new weapons. I mean, you can rip off that, like, tri-shot gun turret thing.
Right.
There's that new SMG.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's from
I think it's called the Enforcer.
Yeah, that thing was badass.
Yeah. They had the Overkill. That's a new shotgun.
Yes.
The Overkill shotgun from the DBs. Just to reiterate what James just said, I hope they don't play a pivotal role in Gears of War 4. If they're in there a little bit, a couple levels sprinkled throughout, that's okay. I don't want them to be the main antagonists in the game. I think it's an interesting setup for Gears 4 that JD and all of them are outsiders, and the COG is sort of the oppressor. So I would love to see more of the COG be the antagonist rather than the DBs, which you actually brought up an interesting point about the DBs. There was some footage of a downed plane, a plane crash.
And the new multiplayer map.
And they were in there. The DBs, the robots, the automated enemies were in there.
Pod form, like they were being transported.
Yeah, so the DBs were being transported, plane went down. James's theory is that the DBs were once our allies, and now they've turned against us.
One of our buddies, who's a big Gears fan, he said something about rumors of Baird creating the DBs.
Oh,
that's an interesting
would be
theory.
cool.
I don't know where he got that from, but that's
a
sweet.
great idea. Too bad they've turned against us.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll have some on our side, but either way, I don't think they belong in Gears.
I agree. Yeah,
feel.
I don't like automated enemies. There's just nothing satisfying about killing them. Gears of War 4 has a lot of incentives to pre-order, so please do so. I think if it's not the most incentive to pre-order a game, it's at least like the top 3. So totally get Gears of War 4. If you're a fan of the franchise at all, you have a lot more reason to get it.
Still sad about Zombie Dom.
Yeah. Gears of War 4 launches October 11th of this year. It's coming very soon, guys. So please check it out. Metroid just celebrated its 30th anniversary. And Nintendo, the closest thing that Nintendo is doing to celebrating is they're releasing Federation Force.
The hell is that?
Exactly. It's the one with the 4 little dudes in the suits.
Yeah, oh god.
Okay, so now that's what Nintendo is doing to celebrate Metroid's 30th anniversary. Fans have taken it into their hands before to create fan games. We've seen dozens of, well, not dozens, we've seen several examples of awesome fan games that people have made. And the latest one is AM2R. Dr. M64 just released this game. It's had several years that they've been working on it. really hard. For years, people have been asking Nintendo to remake Metroid 2 and update it, and that's exactly what Dr. M64 has done here.
Oh, so he just took it upon himself.
He took it upon himself. He
Awesome.
started it by himself, gradually built up a roster of artists, and they finally released the game a couple days ago.
So it's legit.
It's not officially licensed by Nintendo, so of course Nintendo immediately issued a DMCA, which is basically saying, pull it down, it's ours.
Why?
Right, exactly. Well, it doesn't benefit them. They have to defend their IP. I understand that, but we've seen this several times. We've seen this most mysteriously lately with Project M, which is the Super Smash Bros. Brawl mod that aims to make Brawl behave a lot more like Melee.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now Nintendo has a long history of doing this. People will say, oh, I've made this great project, and Nintendo immediately issues a cease and desist or DMCA to tell them basically pull it down.
So Nintendo's fans are asking for something, Nintendo's not giving it to them, so the fans make it, and then Nintendo gets mad at the fans.
Exactly. And they pull it down. Doesn't make any sense.
Nintendo!
It doesn't make any sense. What's interesting is there's Earthbound, right? Earthbound is in Japan known as Mother 2. Mother 3 is a game that was released years and years ago, and it was only in Japan.
Okay.
People have asked Nintendo for, I think, over a decade now to bring Mother 3 to America. There's a fan site dedicated entirely to translating the game into English. It's done. It's been done. Nintendo, of course, wants no part of it. It's totally stupid that Nintendo is ignoring the cries of the fans blatantly. Fortunately, they finally did release Mother 1 on the Virtual Console. They call it Earthbound Beginnings. Finally. People every year, as E3 approaches, people are hoping that Mother 3 will finally hit the Virtual Console in America. It hasn't. It's not going to. Nintendo is shutting down all of these fan projects, and that sucks. Rather than making a fan game, we have people like Toby Fox, who took it upon himself, starting with an Earthbound mod. He started with an Earthbound Halloween mod. He created Undertale. He basically took the essence of what makes Earthbound so awesome, and he made his own game. And now, you cannot go to a convention without seeing people cosplaying Undertale characters.
That's cool.
Undertale has made Toby Fox famous. The game's a great game from everything that I've heard. I haven't played it myself. I think it's a great example of what people who want to make fan games should do instead.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We have several examples of Nintendo taking down these fan projects, which people are pouring a lot of love and energy into, right? And it feels like such
what Nintendo should be doing.
What is smart about what Toby Fox did is he made it his own.
His own.
He's paving his own path by taking what the people want, which is Earthbound, which is Mother 3, and he's made it an original IP that he has full control and rights over. And that's what I think everybody who is developing fan projects should do instead. Create your own IPs instead, because this is just one of several examples of Nintendo pulling down the fan projects. This project was in the works for several years, and it was pulled down the same day that it launched officially.
Really?
Same day.
Wow.
On Metroid's 30th anniversary,
sucks,
this game launched, and it was pulled down the same day, and that is bullshit.
Yeah, that really sucks.
It sucks because it's a dead-end project. No matter what, Nintendo will eventually issue the DMCA or the cease and desist letter to you, to the developers, and there's nothing you can do with it. Dr. M64 did not have any intentions to sell this game. He gave it away for free. But of course, Nintendo has, again, I'm reiterating the point, Nintendo has to defend their intellectual properties.
Yeah.
So honestly, if you're a game developer, if you want to make a fan game, don't make that fan game. Don't make a remake of Metroid 2. Don't make a remake of Earthbound. Don't make anything like that. Make your own. Take the essence of what is so awesome about your games that you want to do it.
Some epic background music.
Yeah, take the essence of the awesome game that you want to make and make it your own, like Toby Fox did with Undertale. Because that way you're going to see a lot more freedom, a lot more flexibility. You can tell your own story, which, in my opinion, is the most exciting thing about making a game.
Yeah, and you won't get shut down.
You won't get shut down. You have nothing to worry about because it's yours. So the only celebration that Nintendo's actually doing for Metroid's 30th anniversary is Metroid Prime Federation Force, which launches August 19th.
You think they'll come out with some sort of surprise or something, or do you think it's just that's it?
It has amiibo support. You can scan your Samus amiibo and like get armor.
I mean, like another game. You think they're hiding something, or do you think that's actually just what they have?
That's it. I think that's it. The producer on the game.
Move, Nintendo.
Well, okay, look. Everything that people have seen about it, everybody is hating it. Everybody hates on it.
It looks like
It was it was shown at E3 last year and then disappeared the second day of the con.
Yeah, duh.
It disappeared. Everybody was hating on it. But the producer feels very passionately about this project.
Of course he does.
So the last game that we had was Metroid Other M. And that was not received well because of the emphasis on Samus being sort of overly emotional.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, and so now we have Metroid Prime Federation Force, which, if it doesn't do well, it may be the last Metroid game we ever see, which is kind of a scary...
it's going to be the last Metroid game we ever see.
Yeah, it's a pretty scary idea, but if Nintendo had any intentions to reveal any other Metroid-related games, they would have done it at E3.
Mm.
And if they really wanted to push it, they would have done it at Comic-Con. Nothing came about.
Yeah, nothing at all.
So Metroid Prime Federation Force is the only thing that we're getting, and it's coming out August 19th.
I'll play it at your house.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm open-minded. I hope it's a good game. The producer on it was saying that he was really excited about it. So we'll see how it turns out. But but overall, it really sucks that Nintendo is just ignoring some of its franchises like Metroid. That's all we have for you this time, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of Reel It In. I'm David Jones. This is James Jones.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Woo!